Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemashah, Bashem Kahakadash. Double honor to the elders and Apostle Great Millstone and to well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim, pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking your lives for freedom to do so, most of the ever, with the calling of election be upon your house. Alright, what happens next? After Esau, Edom falls apart, well, Jacob will begin to rule. End of the world. Alright. This is second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone and through none other. By me also shall they be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's right. So what happens next? Alright, Esau is the so-called white man, the Caucasian. This is their rulership. Alright, the so-called Europeans. Alright, this is their rulership. We're living in Esau's rulership right now. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Alright? So, once it's prophesied that once this devil is done ruling, alright, and fulfills his rulership upon the earth, alright, Jacob will be next to rule. Alright, and that's plain according to the Holy Scriptures. So like I'm trying to get this damn display right. Because I don't want this damn thing to time out. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, man, Esau, he's they're making it hard for a brother to do these in transit lessons. Got to use a little bit of AI and different things to find scriptures. Alright? So, like we just read, Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Which reminds me of the scripture in the book of Lamentations. The punishment this is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21. It says, Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins. So, Esau, Edom has to be punished. Alright, they think that pretty much in the wake of America, the downfall of America, they're going to just, reshape the earth and start over fresh and everybody get a fair chance. No. Alright, kingdoms are set up from the Heavenly Father. Just like Esau, Edom was set up and he had his time, he's going to fall. That's why it says right here, Rejoice, be glad, O daughter of Edom, because this is the last time that you'll be able to rule on the earth. Alright, your time is up after this. And Jacob will be next to take over. Pomp. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. So the Lord chose the Israelites to be over all nations upon earth, to have rulership. Right now, we're living in Esau's rulership, and about the end. He doesn't know what's going to happen in the end. He thinks that, the American dollar is going to fall apart, and each country is going to rediscover themselves and reshape itself. America's not going to reshape itself. America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. All right, by Russia, China, and all of these nations with nuclear missile capabilities. That's what's going to happen. All right, this Earth, this place is going to go out with a bang, with boom. All right, thus saith the Holy Scriptures, man. Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. All right, we're just talking about the Israelite foreigners, ones of our people scattered abroad. All right, they're brought back into the fold. All right, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. They shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, now the wording there can be a little bit confusing. It's talking about Israelite foreigners, and then it starts talking about these Edomites and these other nations that were oppressing us. All right, taking them as captive into captivity. All right, and the reason why we know that to be true is because the word is made that way to be a stumbling block. That's why you have to precept upon precept upon precept, line upon line. When you go to Isaiah the 60th chapter, it doubles down and it talks about how these other nations will be serving the children of Israel. All right, so this chapter right here is also talking about Esau's fall. All right, what's going to happen after Esau? What, the Lord is going to choose Jacob and choose Israel, which today is the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Those are the Israelites. Really dealing with the elect and the 1/3, the 144,000, 12,000 men out of each tribe, and the 1/3 governing body. I'm sorry, the 144,000 governing body, and then the 1/3 great multitude. All right, will be delivered. All right, and then the Lord will start the earth over, and that'll be the righteous rulership that takes over the earth. All right, next after Esau's fall. Because I was just watching, something on Brighteon.com. This lady, she was talking about how, in America's fall, the American dollar falls apart. That's when everybody will be free again. All right, we're gonna be free. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai. Of course, these elites would set up the MOTB. They talk about, Klaus Schwab and the NATO. I'm sorry, not NATO. The UN. All right, the WEF and all of that. All right, but that's all part of Esau, the elite banking family's enterprise that they set up. The Lord is going to disappoint. The Council of the Crafty was going into that yesterday in Job, the 5th chapter. All right, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to grab this is Psalms chapter 21 and verse 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. All right? It says they imagine a mischievous device. And that mischievous device they imagine, starting with the elite banking families, is to set up the MOTB and to transfer this debt slavery system that they're in under the American dollar over to a digital currency. But I have even complete control and ultimately have people tagged with the badge that they're against the Most High. All right, by taking on that all, which is the MOTB, and it's a microchip. So that prophecy is getting ready to move forward. All right, whether it be Trump or Biden or anybody, it's going to be administered because it's prophecy. It's not nothing that you can do about it. And we understand that here, in this truth. We understand that it's the Lord's word that's going to come to pass. That's why, we don't really need to be too caught up into, too many different, mainstream media narratives, because it's the Lord's word that's going to stand at the end of the day. We know Esau is going to try to come with all types of deception and shit, to try to, overthrow men's minds and shit. The scripture says it'll be great confusion in the last days and just get more and more confusing. Pursuant to the book of 2nd Ezra 15. Confusion. There's a couple scriptures talking about it. But I'm going to grab the one in 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, and great confusion. So it's going to be all types of trickery, this devil come out with. Alright, it says they will come with all types of lying wonders. Alright? Lying wonders. Lying wonders. It's because that's all this devil's all about. He's all about his deception. That's why 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Alright? Because that's his devices. He uses his deception, his television, his mainstream media, and all these different channels, these news networks, and different narratives that they produce through their propaganda machine to pretty much drive the world into chaos and to bring forth the MLTV. All of it, all these things are working towards the end of this world, or at the end of this kingdom. We live in the end. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? We're not on the side of neither one of these devils. They're all a bunch of liars. Whether they sit there on the right side talking about, we're all about the Constitution and we want everybody to have equal rights and all this other bullshit, that's a lie. All right, this devil, he can never be satisfied. He's still the devil. It says that pretty much all right, because they're divided. That's what that's about. All right, a divided kingdom cannot stand. So whether it's the left or the right, the Democrat, the Republican, or whatever, the woke or the conservative or whatever, it's all part of that division that the Lord Yahweh Shai is setting up. Division. Right? This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. Okay? I tell you nay, but rather division. So the Lord has set up division in the earth. Alright, that's why the scripture said, house be divided. Mark chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, it cannot stand. That's right. Alright? If a house be divided against itself, it cannot stand. Alright, this is what Yahweh Shai said. So this place is not going to be able to stand anyways because it's divided. Alright? So back in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, and the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All these are the Babylonians, Egyptians, because America is spiritual Egypt, and it's spiritual Babylon the Great. It's Babylon the Great. Alright, but it's spiritual Egypt. It is Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter. But it's spiritually Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah as well. And these modern day Egyptians, alright, trusting in this place, believing in this place, thinking that they'll be able to wake up America in its ashes. They're all devils. Whether they proclaim to be, for the people or whatever, they're all the devil. Okay, and they're not set up to rule. Their time of rulership is up. Okay, and then they gotta pay what their forefathers did. They go straight into slavery. All Right, verse 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right, and that's what this devil is. He's against the Most High. He's like first against Yahweh Shemashai. All right, and they're not fit to rule the earth. All right, so every last one of those devils, all right, they smooth with their tongue. All right, but you're not to trust them. All right, because it said the words were smoother than butter. The war was in their heart. Smooth butter. This is Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. That's right. You're never supposed to trust this devil because he talks that soft tongue. He's a slick, silver-tongued devil. Okay, he's all about subtlety, and like I said, when I was going into his powers and his deception. All right. Never trust. It's Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like an iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay, so just like when the iron rusts, matter of fact, let me just read it. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So this devil is the devil, man. Okay? This devil is the devil, man. Okay? It doesn't matter when it comes with soft words, whatever. You're going to find out that this devil is the devil. Okay? That's why Trinity talks about he's going to come down with great wrath. Now they say, they try to talk like they're a bunch of pacifists because I was listening. This lady is basically saying that it's the left that is the more violent side. All right, even though we have the Second Amendment, right side, conservative, Republicans, whatever you call it, they pretty much blaming the other side for being more violent than the other. But they're both violent. They're both two wings of the same bird. All right, they're all devils. All right, and like I said, they're divided. And they're going to pretty much what's going on is they're going to go out to war with each other. That's really what's going to happen. All right, they talk about the collapse of the dollar. All right. Egyptian. All right. Against Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud. That's right, and the Lord Yahweh Shai, when the Heavenly Father sends his Son, no man knows the day nor the hour. That's why you're supposed to be watching, especially you see what's going on right now. All right, or what has been going on over the last couple of years since the Lord woke us up into this truth. You got to stay woke, man. All right, not fall into the distraction. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, which is talking about the chariot. All right, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, IFOs, all right, aerial phenomenon. That's what Yahweh Shai is coming back. He's coming back in his flying vessels, his chariots, which the scriptures, the chariots of our salvation, which the scripture sometimes labels as clouds. It says, it shall come into Egypt, right? Because, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, is going to invade Babylon, the great America, and the earth, and subdue the earth, gather together the elect, all right, to subdue the earth and to set up this righteous rulership upon the earth. Because that's the next one, is to rule the earth. All right, starting with Yahweh Shai. All right, King David, all right, 12 disciples, so on and so forth, and 144,000 members of the elect. And it's going to be the governing body. It's the hierarchy of the new kingdom that's getting ready to be set up. All right? All right, it's not going to go back into, wickedness, because none of these heathens are fit to rule right? That's why the earth is, the people are mourning now because the wicked is ruling the earth. The wicked elite banking families, man. All right, and after them is Shai. Elite banking families, they're going to be reserved for slavery. All right, they're going to be in their bunkers. Excuse me, they're going to be in their bunkers. They're going to be in their submarines or up in the mountains somewhere protected in the midst of the nuclear holocaust or the nuclear explosions. And Yahweh Shai and the elect are going to gather them for slavery. All right, the rest of these Edomites, right, all these other nations, man, they got to clean up and build up the kingdom of heaven. Right, a 1,000-year period. All right, we'll be in charge. Lord willing, we'll be those men. It says Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved in his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right? Mount Rushmore, all these different images of Esau all over the place, Christopher Columbus. Right? Because the scripture said that they named lands after themselves. Name lands. Psalms 49 and 11, it says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, right? Amerigo Vespucci, Scipio Africanus, Pennsylvania is named after William Penn, or they have like George Washington Bridge or whatever, the Hoover Dam, right? And all these different places, they name these different things after themselves and set up, idols and different things of that nature. All right, the Lord's going to destroy all of that. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that's what these devils think as well. Starting with the elite bankers, all right, but all these Edomites, they don't never see themselves going into slavery under us Israelites. They just think that pretty much, they're gonna rule forever, and they're not. All right, the Lord is about to bring them down. Okay, and we're gonna rule next. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, all of the indigenous tribes. All right, it says Isaiah 19 and 1. It says, the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right, the spirit of this place. Not only it's going to be burnt up, of course, by those nuclear missiles. All right, the spirit of this place is going to completely die out. That strong condemnation talk and all that different shit, trying to justify and judge matters and judge people, it's going to be over. They're going to completely submit. They're going to melt. Okay, when Yahweh Shai pull up through here, this whole place is going to pretty much tremble in his wake. They're going to be completely humbled. The lofty looks of man is going to be gone. Everybody's going to bow when the Lord returns to him. All right, every eye going to see them too. This is verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right? So the Lord pretty much told us there's going to be division. All right? There'll be civil war. All right? There'll be a civil war pretty much, breaking out. Whether it be, people having a problem with the Trump supporters, or the Trump supporters having a problem with the Biden supporters, the mainstream media paying them. It's all part of the elite banking families, and ultimately Yahweh Shai, because the Lord controls all these different leaders, or the kings. As the scripture said, the king's heart is in their hand, while the Lord Yahweh Shai, and he turneth it whithersoever he will. All right. Sedition. This is 2 Kings chapter 15 and verse 14. And them that dwell therein, for the sword and other, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. That's right. So that's pretty much what civil war. Okay, disregarding the government, all right, being seditious, all right, which is a violent uprising against the ruler or rulership, all right, whether these different states start to succeed, because there's going to be an uprising, because you got like that channel we call for an uprising. You got wicked ass Hollybeard and all of that wicked shit being exposed right now. You got Esau and his war machine and how he defrauds people out of their wages, uses taxes, these bankers. All these things are being exposed and revealed right now, man. And the people are gonna fucking take over, man. All right, and start killing shit off. You got people running through the border, all right, the southern border, all right, on purpose to start some type of conflict. And even the people that's coming in here, when they start to stop eating, they're gonna resort to violence. And just all the violence that's gonna increase more and more. It's not just Biden, under Biden's regime that's making the violence increase. It's the time. Okay, the times and the seasons. Okay? Deep in the night. Thief in the night. Should make it seem like you're saying something else. Alright, this 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, the sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's right. Okay, so you gotta know you gotta know that these things are gonna come to pass. Alright, the sedition among men, the civil war, alright, and all these different things are gonna come to pass. This dumbass, man. He making it seem like I'm in his way, but this dumbass in front of me going mad slow. Select you, man. They're not even from here, that's Vermont. What the fuck are they doing down here? But anyways, go back to what I was bringing out. So yeah, it says, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. That's right. And when it comes, all right, it's going to be all types of chaos out here, and then ultimately they're going to bring forth the troops, shut shit down, put all types of like I said, fences, checkpoints. All right. Let's go back to what we were reading. Sedition. Says a man 2 Corinthians 15 and 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That's right. Okay? These cities are going to be cast down. Right? The stores are going to be shut down. It talks about that in 2 Corinthians 6 chapter. It talks about in the scriptures the downfall, the decay of this economy. It's going to happen. It talks